Friends, today I am going to explain you scalar or dot product of two vectors. Scalar or dot product of two vectors. Why this product is known as scalar product? Since dot product of two vectors gives us or scalar quantity, that's why this product is called as dot product or scalar product. Okay, you have to use that. Let A be a vector and B is another vector, then A vector dot B vector will be given by modulus of vector A. Sometimes we write like this, modulus of vector B like this, and cos of angle between them. Here theta is the angle between these two vectors A and B. So, and or we write it like A B cos theta. Here vector A dot vector B. So this or this A dot B is equal to modulus of A, modulus of B, and cos of theta. Theta is the angle between vector A and vector B. Here this angle should be taken as, suppose this is a vector A and this is a vector B at this point O. So just see, this angle should be taken as theta. Since this vector A and vector B both are going outward direction, or if one vector is like this, vector A, and this is vector B, so this angle will not be taken. Okay, at this time, since this vector is going outward direction at this point, while this vector B is towards this point O, so one is going outward and another is coming towards that point, so this angle should not be taken as theta. Then which angle will be? Either both of them are incoming or both of them are outgoing. Now see, you can take it like this, then this angle will be taken as theta. Okay, or you can consider it as this one. So this vector A, you can consider it as this vector A. So this angle, since both are incoming at this point, so this angle will be taken as theta. Just you can see, this theta and this theta both are vertically opposite angles, that's why they will definitely be same. Alright, now see, here this dot product depends on this theta, cos of theta. Theta is angle between A and B. Now see how, it means the value of A dot B means the value of dot product of two vectors may be positive, may be negative, and may be 0. How? Just see. As we know, if theta will be acute angle, theta will be acute angle, then A dot B, vector A dot B, since we know that cos theta, theta will be acute, acute means less than 90 degree, then cos theta will be positive. That's why this the value of this A, if A and B both are positive, then AB and cos this theta is here, if theta is greater than 0 and less than 90. Okay, greater than 0, less than or equal to 0, and less than 90, then this cos theta, if this theta belongs to this, then this cos theta will be positive. And in one more case it will be positive, when this theta belongs to fourth quadrant, then also cos theta will be positive. But we are talking about acute angle, obtuse angle, and when theta is 90 degrees. So when theta belongs to this A dot B will be positive. This will be positive. Okay, A dot B. Now see another one. If theta is 90 degrees, theta is 90 degrees, then vector A dot vector B is equal to mod of A mod of B, cos of 90, and you know cos 90 is 0. So AB into 0, this will become 0. A dot B is 0. So this is also known as condition of perpendicularity of two vectors. As you know, when two vectors will be perpendicular, then their dot product should be equal to 0. Quite obvious. When two vectors are mutually perpendicular to each other, then dot product of those two vectors will be equal to 0. So this is your condition of perpendicularity of two vectors or orthogonality of two vectors. They are also known as orthogonal vectors or orthonormal vectors. So A and B, two vectors are orthogonal or orthonormal if their dot product is 0. Okay. Now see. Now, if this theta is more than 90 degree, if theta is more than 90 degree, greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree, less than 180 degree are equal to 180 degree, then as you know, this angle range will be in third quadrant, and in third and second both quadrant, in second quadrant and just see this theta from here to here, but it is from here to here, means less than, you can call it as 270, less than 270. Okay. So in this range, value of cos theta will be what? Value of cos theta will be negative. Therefore, here A dot B will be negative. As you know, but here all trigonometric ratios are positive. Here sine and what? Cosec positive. Here tan and cot are positive. Here cos and sec are positive. Sine and cosec. Okay. So by using this one, we can consider that whether this dot product will be positive or negative. Now coming to next point. As we know that I cap, j cap and k cap are unit normal vectors along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. As you know, like this. If this is x-axis, this is y-axis and this is z-axis, then this I cap is the unit vector along x-axis, j cap is the unit vector along y-axis and k cap is the unit vector along z-axis. So now see, since we know that x, y, z are mutually perpendicular axis, position axis, and I cap, j cap, k cap are unit vectors along x, y and z axis respectively. Therefore, I cap dot j cap, by using this formula, first vector dot second vector is equal to modulus of first vector, means modulus of I cap. Since it is a cap, means unit vector, that's why its magnitude will definitely be 1, into magnitude of second vector, that will also be 1, into cos. Now, what is the angle between I and j? See, I cap is the unit vector along x-axis, j cap is the unit vector along y-axis. Since x and y are mutually perpendicular, therefore I and j will definitely be mutually perpendicular. It means the angle between them will be 90 degree. That's why I put it here 90 degree. Okay. So what will you get? Cos 90 is 0. So I cap dot j cap will give you 0. Similarly, we can say since j and k are also perpendicular and k and I are also perpendicular, so we can consider it as I dot j, j dot k, k dot I will give you 0. This dot product of I cap, j cap or k cap I cap or j cap k cap will be 0. And what's about the same? Means product between two same vector I cap dot I cap. See, I cap dot I cap. See, magnitude of first vector 1, magnitude of second one 1. I cap dot I cap means both vectors are same vector. So this I cap and another vector is also I cap. So what is angle between them? 0 degree. Therefore into cos 0 degree, cos 0 1, that's why 1 into 1 into 1 is 1. So I cap dot I cap will be equal to 1. Similarly j cap dot j cap, similarly k dot k cap. Okay, in this way I cap dot I cap, j cap dot j cap and k cap dot k cap will give you 1. Now by taking one example, how can we find dot product if two vectors are given? If two vectors are given, then how can we find? See, suppose vector A is equal to 2I cap plus 3j cap minus k cap. Suppose minus 5k cap. And another vector B is equal to 3I cap minus 2j cap plus 3k cap. Suppose it is like this. If you have to find dot product between these two A and B vector, so vector A dot vector B will be equal to, see, this vector dot this vector means this will you will take 2I cap and you will do dot product with this and this. So 2, as you know, in dot product also the product will be sign with sign, numerical value with numerical value and ijk with ijk. So plus 2I cap into 3I cap. So 2 3s are 6. I cap dot I cap. I cap dot I cap is 1. So into 1. Now 2I with j. So I dot j will be 0. Similarly I dot k will be 0. And therefore I am not writing these two products since that will become 0. Now taking 3j cap. So j cap product with I and k will be 0. It will give only with j. Therefore simple conclusion is that multiply I with I, j with j and k with k. Simple conclusion. So I with I means 2 into 3 6, j with j plus minus minus 3 to just 6, j dot j 1. Okay, minus 5 plus 3 minus 15, k dot k 1. So this will be plus minus cancel minus 15. So this A dot B vector is minus 15. See, in this way we can find dot product between two vectors. Okay. Now some more examples I can take for dot product. See, now by using this formula, angle between two vectors, just see, from here if A and B are two vectors, then we can find A dot B by this way, and their modulus also we can find, we know well, and here cos theta, so theta is angle between A and B. Therefore since we know that vector A dot B is equal to modulus of A modulus of B into cos theta, it implies that cos theta is equal to vector A dot vector B upon modulus of A into modulus of B. By using this formula, we can calculate angle between them. Just see how. Let vector A is A1 I cap plus A2 j cap plus A3 k cap, and vector B is B1 I cap, here I am writing, vector B is B1 I cap plus B2 j cap plus B3 k cap. These are coefficients, A1, A2, A3 and B1, B2, B3 are coefficients of I, j and k vectors. Okay. So from here just see, therefore cos theta is equal to vector A dot vector B. Vector A dot vector B means I with I, j with j and k with k product. So A1 B1 plus a2 b2 plus a3 b3 divided by modulus of vector A. See how can you find modulus of vector A? Modulus of vector A like this. Sometimes we write without arrow, only A. It means this is the magnitude of this vector A. Therefore, this will be under root square sum of square of coefficients of I, j and k. Simple. Sum of square of I, j, coefficient of I, j, k. So I a1 square plus a2 square plus a3 square. And similarly here b, what is b? B is under root magnitude of vector b means b1 square plus b2 square plus b3 square. So here under root a1 square plus a2 square plus a3 square and vector b b1 square plus b2 square plus b3 square. So if two vectors are given, we can find angle between them, right? Now by taking one example, I will explain how can you find angle between two vectors. Find the angle which the vector a 3i cap minus 6j cap. Vector a is given 3i cap minus 6j cap minus 6j cap 3i cap minus 6j cap plus 2k cap makes with axis. See, here question is that find the angle made by this vector A. Vector A is 3i cap minus 6j cap plus 2k cap which makes with x-axis. So what is vector of x-axis? That is I cap. Okay, vector of x-axis is I cap. So let this vector be is I cap plus 0k cap, j cap plus 0k cap. This is your I vector. Okay. Now vector angle between these two vectors. So see cos theta is equal to a dot b. So 3i dot i 3. This will 0. This will also be 0 divided by under root modulus of this into modulus of this. Modulus of this is 9 plus 36 plus 4 into here under root 1 square, that is 1 square plus 0 square plus 0 square. That implies that 3 upon under root 36 plus 4 40, 49 means 49 into 1, that is 7, 3 by 7. So here cos theta is 3 by 7. So theta is cos inverse 3 by 7. Okay. Now condition that two vectors to be parallel. Two vectors to be parallel. See, two vectors are said to be parallel. Let A and B have two vectors. So two vectors are said to be parallel if one vector is equal to lambda times of another vector. Okay, then only two vectors are said to be parallel. Or we can write B vector is equal to lambda I vector. Okay, so let A vector is equal to a1 I cap plus a2 j cap plus a3 k cap and vector B is equal to b1 I cap plus b2 j cap plus b3 k cap. Then just putting these two values here, we therefore vector A means a1 I cap plus a2 j cap plus a3 k cap will be equal to lambda times of this vector B. So lambda b1 I cap plus lambda b2 j cap plus lambda b3 k cap. From here see, these two vectors are equal. So if two vectors are equal, then the coefficients of I, j, k cap will also be equal. It implies that a1 will be equal to lambda b1, okay, a2 will be lambda b2, and a3 will be equal to lambda b3. So from here a1 upon b1 is equal to lambda, here a2 upon b2 is equal to lambda, here and a3 upon b3 is equal to lambda. It implies that a1 upon b1 is equal to a2 upon b2 is equal to a3 upon b3, all are equal to lambda. So this is the condition that two vectors will be parallel to each other. It means if the ratio of coefficients of I, j and k are equal, then these two vectors are said to be parallel vectors. Condition of perpendicular of two vectors, we have already seen that if dot product of two vectors is 0, then we can call them as orthonormal or orthogonal or perpendicular vectors, and this is the condition that two vectors will be parallel to each other. Now there is a question that find the value of p for which the vector a given, a vector a is given that 3i cap plus 2j cap plus 9k cap, and vector b is given that I cap plus pj cap plus 3k cap. So that these two are perpendicular and parallel. First question is perpendicular, second question is parallel. Here question is that find the value of p for which vector a and b, given vector a and b are perpendicular to each other. So if a vector and b vector are perpendicular to each other, then their dot product will be equal to 0. So their dot product should be equal to 0. Hence a dot b is equal to 0. It implies that a dot b, 3 into 1 3, 2 into p plus 2p plus 27 should be 0. So 2p, this one is 30, 0. So 2p is minus 30. So p is equal to minus 15. So this value of p will be minus 15 if they are perpendicular to each other. Now what will be the value of p when they are parallel to each other? Since we know the condition that if two vectors are parallel to each other, then the ratio of coefficients of I, j and k are equal. So by the condition of parallelism of two vectors, here a1 upon a2 is equal to, or a1 upon b1 is equal to a2 upon b2 is equal to a3 upon b3. Okay, should be equal to lambda, means constant value. So it implies that a1 upon b1 means 3 upon 1 should be equal to 2 upon p, should be equal to 3 upon 9 upon 3. So see here, either taking this one or taking this one, you can calculate the value of p. So here p is equal to 2 by 3. Okay, 2 by 3. Otherwise from here 3 3 9, again p is equal to 2 by 3. So the value of p will be 2 by 3 if they are perpendicular to each other, and this value of p will be minus 15 if they are perpendicular to each other. Okay, in this way you just try to find some more questions, angle between some more vectors, and practice it by doing dot product, dot product, and angle between two vectors, finding their magnitudes and finding the condition of perpendicularity of two vectors or parallelism of two vectors. Okay, in next video I will explain you how to find projection of one vector along other vector or projection vector of one vector along other vector. Thank you so much. Keep on watching my all videos. Thank you.